All right. Okay. All right, so from the last time I worked on this, I've done a couple things. For one, so the last thing I did was I emulated the file structure for camera data. I created in Unity. Let me open up the project. So in Unity, I imported all of the assets, converted it from like a binary format into an editable format that Unity uses, which is really handy. And the last thing I was doing, so this thing right here, and the last thing I was doing was actually exporting it back to the format that F-Zero-GX uses. And I was actually successful. So here, if I open this guy, I get this file. And this is what the original one was. So if you flip between the two, you'll see that it's not the same. And the reason for that is C# by default, the serializer saves in little endian, and we want to save in big endian. And that was the last thing. So I just have to write some extensions to write it in the appropriate format. And that's about it, honestly. And then I'll be good to go. Writer extensions. All right, so let's flip this over here. So we're going to have kind of like this. So I'm going to write some public static writer is called write x because it's an extension. I should probably just copy some like boilerplate code like this. Short you short, byte or int you int, long you long, float double, string character. Yeah, cool. Oh, I also could have probably did that. Whatever. So we'll do unsigned use short value. Short value. So it's getting there. Almost at a point where you can actually modify some values in engine or in editor. And what's going to be nice about that is Unity is going to make it really easy to do those things. Long. Short you short. Float. Double. Character and then string. All right, and time to look at what I was doing here. All right, so it looks like I'm making like a byte array. Bytes is equal to reader and read bytes. So I'll probably do that into bit converter. Don't have the namespace system. If anyone's got questions or comments or want me to explain anything in particular, let me know. Can I do get bytes? Yes. Value. And then I'm gonna copy paste. Bytes.reverse. Array reverse bytes. Array.reverse bytes. Got a bunch of post-it notes in the way. And then writer.write bytes. So basically, I can copy paste this. Makes me wonder. I feel like that's not a good thing if I'm copy pasting the same thing over and over again. And for string, I think I don't need to do that. Oh wait, I'll have to do that. Wait, character. Let's see. See, because here's the thing, like a character in C# is 2 bytes instead of 1. So it makes me wonder if I should reverse. No, I shouldn't reverse the order. Should I? Throw new not implemented exception. I'll just throw that in these two, because then if I have to write a string, I'll figure it out, right? Byte, as byte, you short, short, you went into long, long, float, double character string. And I don't have a decimal, and I really don't care. Gonna grab decimal. Yeah, cool. So that should actually be it. It's great because this is a hell of a lot easier to write than the reader. So if I hop over to Unity, I made this thing, this importer, exporter, scriptable object, which is pretty cool. I don't think I finished this one on stream either, but it's cool. So get an import and an export function and some text to tell you what's going on, some safe settings, and for export data, you actually you put in the ones you want to export. So what you could do, for instance, is if I make this 0 and I lock it, I could actually grab everything in this list and put it in, and it would actually go through each one of these and export them, which will be really useful in the future because basically it's you just stuff everything in. Hey, oh hey Yoshi Master, yeah. I started doing these and it seems useful to a lot of people. You should send me some info for contact, because I think we have stuff that each other would find useful. But yeah, so if you put whatever you want in here, you can export it back out. And if you hit the export button, successfully export it. So now if I go into here, so this is the original, and this is mine. Still different. Oh, right. I actually got to put it in the code. Cool. I'll grab that contact info and send you an email. Yeah, so cool. With the camera data, right? So the way I have it set up is that you implement an interface, which means you have to basically write two methods. And it's just kind of like it digs down and writes itself back to a file. Right, so here, let's just look for all of the write functions and replace you all with a write x. Cool. Replace all. So let's see if this works. So now if I export and open it back up, no, not quite. Oh, yes. Okay. So I have two extension utilities. So I have the regular extensions. So if I did F12, yeah, there's another one. And I can also do the same thing here. If I look for a write method, yeah, I got all these old ones. I can do that. Cool. So basically all the vector 3s weren't getting written in properly. And now, if I export and reopen the file, oh, that's not a good sign. Oh, did I hit import? Okay, so it's importing all the assets again. My bad. But if I, oh, export, yeah. So then if I open this, and still different. Now, why is that? That's okay, okay. Do inverse. All right. All right, so something's up. The float. So is little endian is false. Okay. Let's try this again. Actually, let's delete you just to make sure. Okay, so what bytes do we have? Value is 0.5. A All right, and it gets flipped. Then it writes that. All right, so let's continue. All right, that seems like a real value I'm trying to write. Should be C1. Okay. Okay. It looks like it should do it. Just certain values. Oh, ha. Maybe that's it. Camera data, how am I writing? I'm writing it like that. Hey, maybe I should not copy paste sometimes. Put in rotation dot Euler. Oh, rotation is already a vector 3. Okay, position, rotation. Oh, that's probably what was different. A dumb. It's just me, guys. Don't worry. Okay. Well, I mean, that's one way to find your mistakes. So now, yes, that looks like a one-to-one replica. Yep. All right, let me just go grab a diff tool. Online diff checker. So I'm just gonna be lazy and do it this way. Find differences. The two files are identical. That's what it says. So cool. Looks like now I need some monkeys. And what I mean by that is are these the same? Is that why? Sorry, just gotta check real quick. / camera data. No. Oh, import source. Import path goes to camera data. F0. Oh, right, it imports from and exports to. All right, just a second. Gonna turn this off. All right, yeah, so I'm importing everything in the same spot. So we should probably add a parameter. But yeah, so here's the thing. All right, so now this asset you can import perfectly. You can click on it. Let's unlock this. You can click on it, and each one of these is position, rotation, scale. Sorry, position, XYZ, and rotation. And then the second part is the FOV and some parameter flags. But here's the thing, if you look at this, it looks ridiculous. You got a param flag, you got this giant number. So if I do 0x that number to decimal, sorry, to hex, you get F8. F8000000. And so that's like a bit flag, right, where they're checking off certain bits in it to sort of identify it. And there's a bunch of them. So if I pull this out a bit, there's a bunch of them. And so the only way to really know what they are is to change them and then put it in F0 and see what the hell it does. So to do that, I'm going to try and simplify it. So I'm thinking of writing a structure type that will make it easy to modify the value and then read right between the two. So let me go ahead here and I'm going to make a new folder, structures, especially just because this comes up a lot. So here, if we do bit layer, reload all. Okay. So we're going to make a structure. We're going to give it a value in integer. So we'll do an unsigned integer actually. So public uint value. Gonna make it serializable. System.serializable. And now we're gonna make a Unity inspector tool type thing for it. So name space unti. I can't type, it appears. Unity namespace, Unity editor. And then again, still can't type. So public class bit layer underscore editor inherits from the editor. Override. No, actually, it's not an editor. It's a property drawer. We get to override two things. We only need on GUI because we're going to butcher it basically to pieces. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab booleans for each index. So there's a couple of things. So editor is it editor GUI dot prefix label, and we give it the rect position, and we're going to give it the label. Cool. So basically what this does is it just draws one of the prefix labels. So if I go to, once it compiles, it gives you the name, and then it indents it for you nicely, so everything kind of just like works. But what we're going to do is you do rect content position is equal to position. So what you're doing is you're preserving the original value. And that becomes handy later on when you want to reference what the original value was and not what you've like cut the value up to be. So then 60-bit, okay, so we need 19 pieces. So this is how we're going to do it. So we're going to make a Boolean array. Actually, no, that should be So this will be private. This will be the public bool array layers. And I'll have to do some fun stuff after too. But basically, when you assign it a value, it's gonna look for each bit and actually assign it a Boolean, and then we're gonna iterate over it. So property. How did I do that again? Cam. If I go to cam, no, if we go to live stage cam, we got this thing. So I'm gonna hack it because I know that I only have one property that I actually want to draw. So I can sort of take a detour on this. Basically, if I do serialized property, prop is equal to property dot find relative, and I call for the exact name value. Sorry, layers. Then I'll get my Boolean array. So then I can do for each Boolean value in property dot do I have an array element type? No, array size. Get array element at index. Well, looks like I have to do a for loop. So then for integer I is equal to 0 if I is less than prop dot array size I plus plus. Some basic stuff. Get it at index I and dot bool value. I wonder, let's see, if I do editor GUI dot bool, no, it's called a toggle. And we're gonna have to give it the position and then the value. Quite complicated. This complicated, but so useful. So what we're going to do is content position dot width divide equal by 19. And the reason for that is that's 16 bits. Oh shit, 32 bit. 32. If I split it every 8 bits, that's 35. So I've got to divide it by 35. That's 32 bits plus 3 paddings between each 8 bits. And then we do content position. And then on the next we do content position dot x plus equals content position dot width. There we go. And that should be it. Cool. So now if I go back to camera, unless I actually just made them both public, but we'll see if that bites me in the ass in 3 seconds. IO camera data. Okay. So if I did public bit layer params A and public bit layer params B. So when you deserialize, it's going to be uninitialized. We're just going to see if it works. Okay. It does not like that. All right, I have to assign it. All right, so it's custom property drawer type of bit layer. And then parenthesis. Let's see what kind of disaster. None whatsoever. Okay. All right. Array size 0. That makes sense. We didn't initialize it. Okay. All right. So we're actually going to make these both, yeah, private. So you can't actually modify these directly, but we're going to use public uint capital value get return value. And then when you set the value, we're going to do value is equal to value. Isn't that the most confusing thing? Value is equal to this value. Public bool array layers get return value. No, return layers. And then basically what I have is just you can read out a uint or a boolean. It won't really change anything. It's just that during the assign phase, I will no, that's not how this works. This value is equal to value, and layers is equal to value. You know what? You can't even assign by Boolean layer. Let's just do that. Actually, this gets so complicated so quickly. It can't get layers if, okay. Should I do internal protected private? Okay, well, I guess it has to be public. Public. I wonder if I can do a get set on that. We'll see what we can do with this. because if this works, then I'm good, and if this doesn't work, then I am not good. Okay. Getter and setter. And then gotta write a function. Okay, actually, let's see what we get now. It crashes. I try and get layers, and then it fails. What if I did that? So we get a public Boolean array. Yes, this will work. Or so I think. Yes. Okay, cool. They're still uninitialized. Okay. So we'll do private void. You went to bool layer. So we're going to make a Boolean array equals new bool array size of 32. And then we'll do this for integer I is equal if I is less than value I plus plus, and then value I is equal to, we'll do index 0, right? So if, so we got to pass it at uint. Ooh, this will be fun. So we'll do layers, we'll do value. So then if value is bit shift to the right I number of times, and then if you compare with 1, and then if this value is, actually, yeah, wait, compare with 1 if it's greater than 0. Cool. And there you go. It'll do it for each, and then we will return our layers. Yeah. So then, and then layers is equal to uint to bool layer, and we pass in our value. Yeah, same difference. I guess you can't get set. Yeah. Private uint value. Let me do this dot value. Okay, that's better. That won't crash. Okay, so that should be good. equals new bit layer, and we'll put in param flat. Oh, that makes sense. So a new bit layer, yeah, actually equals so we're gonna make a constructor for it because it just makes so much more sense. So uint value. So then this dot value is equal to value, because that's not confusing. This cannot be used before all of its fields are assigned. So value is equal to value. And then layers is equal uint tool layer using the value. Why can't I use this? This object cannot be used before all of its fields are assigned to. So what do you want? Layers is equal to new Boolean array size of 32. Can I even just say null? Because sometimes structs are really dumb. Okay, so now I can do this thing. Just need a bit layer. I can throw in the param. Why are you being so difficult? Oh, makes more sense. Okay, so I gotta do that here. So params A, flags A. Okay, almost there. And we'll see how it does. Warning, okay. So then, gotta go import everything again. Let's import. I have to say though, I love the automated process. Okay. Ooh, that's not good. FOV, params A, params B. Oh, makes sense. Does it make sense? Params A. Oh, kind of makes sense. Oh, because there's no value. All right. Now let's see what the hell is going on. All right, it's time to see. Array size is still 0. Oh, okay. Also makes sense. So we want to serialize this field, but we want to hide it in Unity. We're not even, yeah, why not? Just in case. Just in case it shows up. And let's see if importing it. Okay, still no. Public Boolean array. It's trying to get layers. Layers is a Boolean array. Let's see. Okay. Prop is null. Now prop is fine. It is an array. It's an array of bools. So I'm, oh, okay. Is array. I'm looking for array size. But it doesn't give that to me. Okay, well. Depth of 5? Okay. Oh, maybe that's what that is. Did Unity deprecate this? Unity property array size. The number of elements in the array, if the serialized object contains multiple objects, it will return the smallest number of elements. Well, ain't that dumb? Oh my goodness, what is going on? Okay, so this value is not initialized properly. Oh, value is equal to value. But, okay. Continue. Oh, well, whatever. We got this. Let's continue. Base non-public members. So currently false. D, E, F. Done. Okay. All values are false. That's okay. So let's follow this. Bit layer. Yeah, okay. Let's just disconnect. A little strange. I'm not sure what's going on. Doesn't seem to want to hold the value. Serialized property. Serialized property. Here, let's do property.arraySize. So that's probably what I'm messing up. All right. Retrieved array size, but no array. Strange. All right. Oh, what the hell? Okay. The one magic thing to do is just restart everything. And if this works, then I'll almost be upset. Almost. Oh. Oh, wait, I didn't do that. Property layers. Very confused. Because this seems like a property array size. Serialized property. Serialized property. Serialized property.array size. The number of elements in the array. If If the serialized object contains multiple objects, it will return the smallest number of elements. Can I just cheat? Can I hard code that? I see it. Retrieving array was out of bounds. Bool. Oh. Now let's just do this. Layers dot value equals new. Quite confusing though, because it'll return what I expected it to, in a sense, right? Because layers is array is equal to true. And it's an array element of Boolean. And it's named layers, or its display name is layers. So the only thing I can think of is that it's not properly initialized for some reason. Oh. I see. Okay, so it's not initialized. But then when we deserialize it, it should be initialized. So let's try importing again, and then if that doesn't work, then I'm going to be confused a lot. You know what? Equals new bit layer size 0. Okay, that kind of works. And that is fairly disgusting. Oh my god. And it's not even like properly spaced. Let's see if I can just do this the old-fashioned way. So if I did if these are flags. Okay, so time to jank this up. Public enum layers. It's got to be list. All right, well, 0, 1. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. $20, $21. How to beat hack in one easy step. Okay, so if we said layers, deserialize won't like that. But if we say as uint, and if we read it as layers, and then we don't give a shit about this guy. Oh, I see. And then we put flags on this. Okay, so let's do cool, that's better. Okay, and let's go import. Let's go import. Yeah, it's a slow and not horribly elegant process, but it works for the most part. The 0th layer. Oh, I should probably, no. It's probably trying to cast. Okay, is equal to 1 bit shift, 1 bit shift 0 times. Oh my goodness. That also makes sense. Okay. And then 1, 2. $10. 13, 14. The most efficient. $28, $29, $30, $31. And time to import it all again. Import. Huh. How's 31 up at the top? No idea. $27. None. Okay. Oh wait, no. Okay, no, this is actually perfect. None. And then 32. 32. Wait, can you wait. 1 bit shift. So that's 1, 2. Oh. Let's see what 1 bit shift 32 is. One bit shift left 32. Well, okay, time to go back in. And one more time. Import. Oh. We're almost there. Okay. Oh, then none flag doesn't work because that means there is literally nothing. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we can actually properly put this on. So we'll call this camera layers. And we don't know what any of these are, but that's okay. And then a uint cast Cool. So here we go. Haha. That is interesting. So I see a lot of 27s and 17s. $28. Wait. Oh, gotta do the Unity thing. Flags? What's the Unity one? Unity enum flags. Enum flags. Editor GUID in a mask field. I feel like oh my god, there's a way to do this. Unity enum mask. Attribute. Oh goodness. Okay. Log in. What was it? Analytics tool. Starter project. Desktop. I'm downloading an old assignment because it has what I want in it. Assets. Scripts. Oh, enum. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, well, I'm stealing it. Enum flags. Put it at the root of assets for now. There's probably an editor component. Editor, scripts, attributes, yeah. Editor. Okay, that's what. I should really just put it in my project forever for all of them. Reload all. Yes to those changes. enum flags. Okay, now let's see. Let's see. Okay, now let's re-import. Okay, mixed. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I don't know why these two are at the start, and that's kind of bugging me. Because these should be values higher than those. 1 bit shift, yeah. What we'll do is X save. And then it will be like, what happened? And then put them all back. Well, doesn't want to do that, so whatever. 15, 17, 19. This is very interesting. Okay, so now that I got this, I need people. Because I need people to fuck around with the data and see what it does. Because, excuse me. Right, like, you know, some cameras have no flags, and some of them are mixed, right? You know, 27, 28, 29, 30. I want to know what those are. Right, sometimes you get a singular one, like 16. But otherwise, sometimes you get, you know, 50 and 15, 16. Right? So something's going on here. And I need people to help figure it out. So we're going to make this easy AF to export. And then once that's done, people can just download the branch and then have fun. I'll probably set that up. Export data. So this data, export path. It's the objects cam. Wait, so when I import, put it in the export path. Let's see. Oh, wait a second. Import all camera data. Export asset path. No. I want it at the import. Wait, no. Import path. /. Okay. Import. Save writer, export name. What am I doing? I'm saving. Oh, is it hard coded into the? No, right file. Writer and file name. But then it'll always go to the export path. Import port. Oh, okay, so that's the import path. And then when I save it, I make it at the import asset path. That's the import path. Oh. This one's got me. Too tired. It's something simple. So the import path is where it puts the scriptable objects. It says, oh, fuck. What did I just do? Textures. UI. Okay. Camera data. Import path. It brings it into camera data. No, it brings it into the exported path of cam. F0GX camera data. Oh! Or does it? Or am I dumb? Yes, please delete all. So if I import, if it imports into here and not there, we're good. Maybe I manually moved it. Yes, okay, so it's going into here. Cool, so imported scriptable objects for camera are going to go there. And then okay. Create folder and exported scriptable objects. So we got an import and we got an export. I'm going to delete all of these. Mini assets. So imported and exported, create folder. We're going to call this cam. And now we're going to move these. Create folder IO. Call IO. Input output. Try again. I see. Cancel. Try again. My God. It did not like that. All right, just a second. Okay. Imported and exported, go to IO. Just cancel. What? Okay, imported. Is it doesn't want me to do anything with imported. Nope. 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 That's not what I want. Folder. Sometimes takes a real long time. Okay. Let's get some room in here. Imported. Create. Folder. Cam. So cool. We got imported and exported. So when we import, we want to bring them to F0, IO, imported, camera. Then exported is the same. GameCube, games, F0, IO, exported camera data. So now, if I hit import, and then export, I should have the perfect thing. Only I will need to put all of those in. Okay, so then imported. Yes, we got all of those. Gotta lock in. Cool. Boom. All of them. And then if I hit export, shit, where did that go? Export as scriptable objects, camera. Yeah, okay. If you go out and go back in, oh, I'll have to do that. IO, once export is done, Unity editor dot editor dot set. What is it, like editor dot set dirty? How do I do that again? Editor set dirty Unity. Editor utility. Editor utility. Set dirty. we'll make, can I just say this? Cool. So let's try that out. Couple of files. Delete. Okay. Export. Okay, so I'm still not doing it properly. I could set each object to be dirty. And then this, and then what is dirty? Writer export. I am exporting export. Export. Cool. Still. Okay. I'll have to find a way around that. Right now it doesn't want me to. But look at that. It's perfect. We have all of our imported assets. And then we have all of our exported assets. And it's great because it's controlled from one single script. That's good. It's very good. Jeez. Okay, now time to make a debugger. Camera data. Camera debugger. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna get one namespace GameCube.games.f0gx. Yeah. Okay. Private. What is this thing even called? Cam. Cam is in file structures. Using for cam. And then on void on draw gizmos. For each, what are they? Camera pan in cam. Dot pans. Dot camera data. Dot camera pans. Draw gizmos dot draw. We're gonna draw a sphere, and we're gonna draw a sphere at pan dot position. Okay, so in each pan, yeah. So we're gonna do the pan position. Wait, parameters. Okay, interpolate from position. And then we'll just do 10F for now. Here, no, serialize field. Private. Okay, so right now, sorry. So right now I'm just writing a visualizer for this data so that people can make informed decisions about how to modify. From to, what we can do is gizmos dot draw sphere. You know what? I want to get interpolate from. I want to add to this. I want to do properties. So public quaternion rotation get return new quaternion with return quaternion dot Euler if we throw in rotation. Cool. So now what we can do is pan dot interpolate from dot rotation times a vector 3 dot forward times serialized field private float line length times line length. And then I'm not drawing a sphere. Draw a line. Draw a line. Draw line. Okay, so we do it from here. Vector 3 from 2. Vector 3 from is equal to pan dot interpolate from, and 2 is equal to pan dot interpolate 2 dot position. So what we can do is just say from 2. So then from plus that. So we do from plus that, and 2 to 2 plus that, interpolate 2. Okay, and now for integer I is equal to 0, if I is less than pan dot params dot from params are not public. Lerp speed, no, frame duration. I'm confused. Private serializable params. Well, internal, no, public, I get, why not? Whatever. For now, it needs to be like this. Bad code practices, but Unity. You know what? Actually, I can go. Okay. Internal. From to I plus plus. Cool. Alrighty. So we know the frame duration. So what we can do is we're gonna display the lerp in its natural habitat. So gizmos.draw sphere. We'll do the start end. We'll just do this radius point, or actually lerp point. Okay, so we will do one at, oh, this will be interesting. Okay, cool. So we're actually going to do it. Sorry, so we're going to do from. So we're going to do from. We're going to do from, what is this? From dirty is equal to from. Okay, so basically, to explain, the way they do it is you say it's from and to, and over X number of frames, you're going to go from that one position over to the other. But the way to get like a nice smooth dampening, if you can afford it, just because it messes with your values, is basically if you go halfway between A to B, go in the middle, but then you say again half A to B or A to B, and you'll do like, so you do 50% and then 25% and then 12.5% and then 6.25%, and it keeps getting smaller over time. And that's the lerp value that they use. So we're actually going to do that. So I would assume on the first frame we would have, we would use from dirty. And then we're going to do float radius. Oh, wait, no. Here, I'll just throw it right in there. So from dirty is equal to, so mathf.lerp is just something, sorry, vector3.lerp from to, and then we can do pan.lerp, sorry, params.lerp, and then we just from dirty, and then radius lerp point. And now we're also going to do gizmos.color is equal to palette.color wheel and index. So integer int iteration is equal to 0, and then we'll just put in iteration out of pan dot wow, that's kind of bad. Length is equal to cam.cameradata.length. Length dot camera pans dot length. Count. Okay, it's a list. Oh, whoops. That makes sense. Okay. All right, let's test it out. Let's go into a new scene. File. New scene. Cool. Add debugger. Oh, hey, that makes sense. if cam is null, return. Okay, so now this will be interesting. I thought it was going to be interesting. Oh. Makes sense. Radius start. Radius start end. And then I'm actually going to do this. Vector 3 start is equal to from, and vector 3 end is equal to end. So start is equal to end, and then end we're going to lerp, and then we do the end, and then we're going to do giz draw a line, and then start end. That's not at all what I thought this would look like, so something's probably off. Okay, let's stage manager, display okay, no, that's about right. Cool. But my color thing is not working properly. Iteration, iteration plus plus, or actually plus plus iteration. For whatever reason, that's faster. There we go. And now frame duration. Here, we'll do uint so we're going to do this. Okay, so the start will be full, the end will be a wire sphere. So we need to tell them apart. Yeah. Start and end. My bad. And from to. Oh, makes sense. There we go. That will be fixed. Yes, that is the disaster I was thinking it was going to be. So as it gets closer, it gets slower. So line length 20, 10. Yeah, and it never quite gets there. So that's cool, but I think I'm missing something. Quaternion R end is equal to pan dot quaternion R from is equal to pan dot interpolate dot rotation R2 equals pan dot interpolate 2 dot rotation, capital R. R from R2. Okay, so R from and then quaternion last frame this frame quaternion R last frame is equal to R end R this frame R this frame is equal to quaternion dot slurp because it's a sphere. R this frame to R last frame. Pan dot params dot lerp. Okay. Huh. Last frame. Position. So that's between the two. So I don't want that anymore. I want this frame to this frame plus vector 3 dot forward R this frame multiplied by that. Cool. So let's see. This will be easier to understand how it's moving. if it worked. Which it did not. Oh, they're all in one spot again. So this frame, oh wait, no, that's true. I need to go to 2. You always got to go to the end. R2. Always got to loop. There we go. And then times line length. Yep, cool. And I think, yeah, that is all. Okay, I'm just gonna put in a better not set to an instance of an object. What did I break? Well, got it working. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, yes. Scenes. What is this? Test camera data. Cool. Right. Am I looking in the wrong direction? It almost looks like I am. So let's see. We'll do this camera data stage. So if we go to C, okay, so stage 16. Actually, let's be smart here and just put them both on the same object. 16. What about, let's go to 32. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to pull this up from YouTube, one of my videos of the unused camera data. For a compare. I'm pretty tired. I'm going to go to bed like real soon. Okay. Oh, already passed. Okay. Okay, so one that's like way off in the middle of nowhere could be, oh, it's gonna be the red one. There's something over there. That would make sense. Then the green one, also coming, I guess the object's like there. Let's have a look at it. Yeah. Yeah, because that one pans across from here. Yep. It's looking. Yeah, and by the end of it, it's kind of looking inward. Cool. Well, that's cool. All right, it's functional. It's good. I'm gonna commit that. Stage editor. All right, I'm gonna leave it here because I'm so dead. But I'll. Excuse me. But I'm gonna go make a video explaining how to download this part of the branch, how to look at it, so people can mess around with it for one, but then also see if they can test out those enumerations and see what it does, because that would be fun. And source trees being real slow. As per usual. I should try out some of the other clients just to see what they're like. I heard GitKraken's pretty good. Or exists, one of the two. Oh my god. Alright, I gotta git ignore. Gotta go do that. Do I even have that? Resources. TPL. Okay, I do for now. So it'll stay. Oh, I can even move that out of resources. Eventually. This. Assets. GameCube. I'm so tired. I'm just done. And that is why you shouldn't have. Okay. FCRGX IO. All right. Boom. And then source tree. Stage select 1. Oh. Someday it'll commit. Okay, fine. always. Can I show an explorer? One path error. All right. And then these are all removing the assets. Wait. Okay. No. Yeah, I can't have you committing that. Why is that? Git ignore with path with spaces. Yeah, okay. Escape sequence time. Yeah. So then these are removing the assets. Good. Add, or was it? Complete camera data integration. Add export functionality. Git ignore import export folders. What else did I do? All right, add debugger visualizer for game data in own scene. And that's about it. And then remove old imported assets. Cool. Awesome. All right. Well, that's going to be it for today. But I'm going to make another video or another stream of some sort sometime to show you, here, let's do a quick. If I duplicate that, oh, that's not what I wanted. Temp, right? So I made a temp, and it's got 7. So what I can do is load up the temp and say I want to make it for stage 1, right? Because that's what it was for. Well, then I can go and look at this data, right, and start messing around with, what position it's starting from and, what rotation it's going to. And then you can see it, I wish I could do that. Just a second. Cool. But, so you can start looking at it in in real time. Right, because then you can modify like the rotation, which I might need to make a little bit less trash. Right, but then like the FOV on the camera, it's those two values. Right now, so it's just like a very simple debug. My next goal would actually be to use a Unity camera, and man, I want to do that now, but I'll save it for next time. I'm just gonna write a note. Yeah, so I'll do add Unity camera viz tool. Cool. All right, but you get the idea. You'll be able to grab data, modify it, and view it directly in this editor around the stages. Cool. Alrighty then. I'm gonna go. See you guys.